Hey guys, and welcome to Wrestling Days. Welcome to these Survivor Series predictions. So I think we're in for a really exciting night. First of all, Brian Kendrick versus Kalisto. I think Kalisto is going to win. 205 Live is the new Cruiserweight show that is going to be recorded at the same event as SmackDown. I think it gets recorded either before or after. I think it's before. So 205 Live. It would make perfect sense to have the Cruiserweight division on SmackDown because they would already be there. So that's my reasoning. And this match, as we say, it's not just for the Cruiserweight title. Whoever wins, that's where the division goes. So that's why I think Kalisto on SmackDown is going to win not only the title, but the whole Cruiserweight division, and then it'll all move over to SmackDown. Because of that, I think that Sami Zayn is going to beat The Miz, and I think the Intercontinental title is going to go over to Raw. I think that they're losing that Cruiserweight division. I think that they could benefit from having the Intercontinental title for a while. And I think there could be something in Daniel Bryan trading The Miz. So we'll have to see kind of what comes from that. But I think, SmackDown, a 2-hour show. I think you've got women, you've got tag team, you've got the heavyweight championship, you'll have the cruiserweight championship. I think that's enough for 2 hours on SmackDown. So I can see Sami Zayn winning that Intercontinental championship, which I think would be really cool for him to have that belt and see what he can do with it. Right, then we get our first Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. This is the tag teams, and this is New Day, Sheamus and Cesaro, Gallows and Anderson, Enzo and Big Cass, and the Shining Stars going up against Slater and Rhino, the Hype Bros, American Alpha, the Usos, and Breezango. Now, I think Team SmackDown are going to win that one. That might come as quite a surprise because I think that Team Raw are actually stronger. But the reason for this is I think American Alpha are going to be the difference maker. I think this is a great opportunity for American Alpha to, take the limelight, and I think that American Alpha are going to help that tag team stand strong. I think this will help, the Usos, the Hype Bros, Breezango. You got a lot of new teams in there, or new gimmick for the Usos. Breezango haven't been together long. American Alpha only got called up not that long ago. Slater and Rhino literally came from nowhere. So I think it would do that division really well to win this match. So I think it goes to Team SmackDown. The women, I think, goes to Team Raw. I think that on the most recent episode of SmackDown, the women on Raw looked weak. It was the SmackDown women that came off looking strong. And as a result, I think that Team Raw women will win. So you got Charlotte, Bayley, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, and Sasha Banks. I mean, that is a fantastic team. I think Nia Jax will be the difference maker there. Team SmackDown, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Nikki Bella, and Naomi. I just don't think that Team SmackDown are going to work well together. Nikki Bella and Carmella, it's not going to work. Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss, it's not going to work. Naomi, I think is just going to be left on her own. Team Raw for that one. And then, 1-1 going into the final match, the men's match, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. So you got Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and Seth Rollins. I mean, that team is insane. Going up against Team SmackDown, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, and Shane McMahon. Now, Team SmackDown win this, all thanks to James Ellsworth. Ellsworth will be the difference maker here. I think it could be 3-on-1 against Ambrose, and I think you'll have Ellsworth at ringside, banging on the side of the ring, trying to drive on his man. Might even be a cheap shot or something along those lines. Could be that all three of the Raw guys are beating up on Ambrose, and Ellsworth gets in the ring and sorts, kind of doesn't even up the numbers, but just makes enough of a nuisance so that Ambrose can get out of that situation. Ellsworth is not going to be cleaning house, right? Ellsworth isn't going to be beating up people or anything like that. You're probably going to see a few no-chin musics, and I just think he's going to do just enough. They're going to find a way of making him the hero, and Team SmackDown are going to win Survivor Series 2-1. That is my prediction. And then finally, Brock versus Goldberg. I think that they're going to give this to Brock. I think there's going to be cheating involved, and I think that like Heyman might get involved somehow. I don't think it's going to be a long match. Rumours are that Goldberg's injured going into it, so I think it's going to need to be relatively quick. I think it will be quick. As I say, I think Heyman gets involved, and Brock picks up the victory and moves forward, and that way, you know, Goldberg can finish, he can retire, he's done, and he won't look weak. You know, he could have beaten Brock if it wasn't for Paul Heyman, kind of a thing, and he'll get, you know, nice send off. Thank you all very much, and that is how Survivor Series will finish. That's how I would book it anyway. The only other thing to mention is I think that Team SmackDown are going to struggle in that men's match because I think AJ Styles walks away. I don't think AJ Styles is going to stay and fight for the team. I think he's just going to do one and go. And I think he's going to have to pay to Undertaker for that. That is going to set up Undertaker versus AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. That is a perfect way to get that story going. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe, and because I really would appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you again for all the reviews and Raw and SmackDown and everything that's to come. Awesome, guys. Enjoy the show, and hopefully see you again soon. Bye for now.